Hi, and welcome back to the Easy Guide to Success. So hopefully you've watched the two videos so far, you've got a bit of an overview about the 10 categories we're covering, and you started to make some decisions about where in your life you would like more success. Now, whether that's at work, whether that's in a sport or hobby, or whether that's in your relationships, the number one thing that can really benefit anything you're doing in life, give you more success, is energy. And I'm going to split this into three separate categories, and the first of which is physical energy. And it's so vitally important. If you've not got physical energy, then you can't really do a lot. So yeah, it's such an important thing. So I'm going to give you 5 key things, my 5 top tips, all around improving your physical energy. Now the first of these is got to be nutrition. What else would it be? That famous old saying, we are what we eat. So whatever we're putting into us becomes our physical bodies, becomes our energy. And we know that our bodies regenerate over a period of time. Our skin sheds and we get new skin, our bones change, our blood changes. So whatever we've done in the past doesn't really matter, because we can now in the future, you can start making improvements and improving your body. So food and water, 2 essential things in terms of that nutrition. We all get told what are the right decisions we should be making around the food we're eating. So a key guide for me is getting that balance right around the kind of protein we eat, the carbohydrates we eat, and the fat we eat. Now, you might have thought, yeah, fat, that's a really bad thing. And we used to tell everyone fat's bad. But there's good fats and there's bad fats. So it really is worth, I'm not going to go into massive detail here, but really is worth thinking about and understanding a bit more about food. So I would encourage you to go out, and one of the other categories, one of the E's is all about education. Educate yourself about food, about the food you're putting into yourself. Carbohydrates, yeah, great. We all need carbohydrates. They give us physical energy straight away. They're fantastic. Athletes need carbohydrates to perform, to give them the energy for whatever they're doing. But obviously carbs can be bad if we have too many carbs. So we need to balance them and get the right balance right in terms of, so be aware of what you're eating, protein, so that chicken, fish, those kind of things that will give you a great protein, which helps build your muscles, which is essential if you're in any kind of workout program. But yeah, it's getting the right balance between the carbs, the protein, and the kind of the healthy fats as well. And you probably know, if you just look at your diet now, you'll know what's working for you and what's not working for you. So one thing I would recommend here is start writing down what you're eating every day. Because sometimes maybe it's snacks, that bag of crisps here, that chocolate bar there, that are adding in those extra calories that you don't necessarily need. So maybe you could find a healthier snack if you do find that snacking is right for you. Because for many people, they will need to snack a few times during the day. There's nothing wrong with having 5 meals a day. Yep, you can have 5 meals a day as long as they are healthy, balanced meals. So you need to never go hungry. So don't think, oh, I'm going to go on a diet, I'm going to be hungry all the time. If you are, it's the wrong kind of diet. You need to be giving yourself the right balance of food. And a simple thing to consider would be, how much am I putting into myself? How many calories am I putting in versus how many am I expending? So if I'm doing lots of exercise, I'm on my feet all day, I'm down the gym 7 days a week, I can eat lots of calories because that'll be a balance. And quite simply, if you're eating more calories than you're burning off, your body's going to store that as fat. And if we start to adjust that balance, if I start doing some more exercise and eating a little bit less, not huge amounts less, because that's not the best way to go on a diet, but if I can change that balance a little bit, so I'm actually using up more calories than I'm taking in, my body's got to get that from somewhere. So it's going to burn the fat. It's quite a simple process when you think about it, but it's a key thing to think about. So start being aware of how much am I putting in food and how much am I burning off in terms of kind of the exercise I'm doing. Water. Now water is, again, absolutely essential. It's key to make sure you're getting enough water every day. Whatever you're having now, probably for most of you out there, have a little bit more. Have an extra glass. Get into a habit of, say, maybe breakfast. Before eating a breakfast, glass of water. Before I have dinner, glass of water. You can increase the amount of water you have. Water, most of your body's water, about 70% of your body's water. So physically, it's going to really help you. It's going to help. Your muscles are quite a high percentage water. So if you're not putting enough water in, you're not going to be exercising as well as you could be. Your body's not going to grow. It's not going to become as muscular as it could be. So make sure you're getting enough water. And there's loads of studies out there that tell us dehydration has a massive negative effect physically on you, but also mentally. So when we talk about mental energy later on the next video, yeah, if you're not getting enough water, mentally your brain's not going to be working as well as it could be. So that's your nutrition, food and water. Second thing I would like to talk to you about is air. Yeah, we all breathe every day. We're taking in oxygen. Good deep breath. Now, getting enough oxygen is so important for you. So if you work in an air-conditioned office, you're kind of getting oxygen pumped in, but getting outdoors is my number one recommendation here. Getting out and getting some real fresh air makes so much difference. Just actually taking the opportunity to think, am I sitting hunched over like this at work at my desk? Are my lungs really filling up with enough oxygen? Sitting upright, standing upright, just even doing a stretch maybe and going, allows that right good amount of oxygen and air to come into your body. When you're exercising, this is a number one thing I see when people are exercising. They're doing the exercise and holding their breath. It's just that, can't breathe while I'm exercising. You need to learn to breathe whilst you're exercising because that will get enough oxygen in. Your body needs oxygen. So learn to breathe whilst you're exercising is a really great top tip here to give you the amount of oxygen that you actually need. And what we started to talk about already in terms of physical energy is all about the kind of movement. So that can be two key things here in terms of movement, exercise and stretching. Now I used to be one of these people that used to always go to the gym, do my exercises, and I went to an osteopath and I went, oh, I'm in pain, I'm struggling, whatever. And everything was tightened up. All the exercises I've been doing, and I wasn't actually stretching at any point. And through doing some regular stretching activities, I physically now feel so much more energized. Every morning, and this is, I wouldn't say this if I wasn't doing it every morning, I get up and I stretch. Probably 5 to 10 minutes, just doing a few simple stretches. And you can learn these, you can go online and find things. You can do Qigong, you can do Tai Chi, you can just do a few sort of stretches that you know yourself. I mean, it's not too difficult to work out what works for you. But I really recommend just doing some stretching because that really helps you. And of course, I recommend exercise. Getting up, out of your chair, off your seat, going and doing something physical. Now, there's great things around the house, whether that's doing the hoovering, whether that's going out and washing the car, raking the leaves off the lawn, whatever it is, that's all good physical exercise. But I do recommend going to a gym and following a proper exercise routine. And that should be a combination of cardio exercise, so that's could be high, could be low intensity, depending on your levels of ability. It can be anything from kind of running, can be a cross trainer, can be rowing. Rowing's fantastic because it works your whole body. Cycling, whatever kind of thing that you find you enjoy, and that's a key thing there. Do what you enjoy doing. You might think, oh, I don't enjoy going to the gym at all, but you probably haven't tried all the different ranges of exercise. It may be going to a class. For some people, having other people around them, dancercise and all these kind of things. There's lots of different exercise classes that you can go to that can be more fun than just working out on your own. Some people find that a bit boring when they're doing it by themselves. And of course, kind of resistance training. So moving some kind of weights. Again, fantastic for kind of giving you a healthy, strong body. And there's a whole range of different things you can do out there. Again, for some people, it doesn't have to be just going to the gym. There's lots of different classes out there where you can carry sandbags and get these big tires and flip them around and throw things about and use these big ropes that you can pull in and things like that. So there's no reason why not to go and find some form of exercise that you enjoy doing. Really, so if you've got a pet, if you've got a dog, take the dog out for a nice long walk every evening. All that is great physical exercise. It makes you feel good after it. For those of you that have not been to the gym before, one thing I will promise, even though you may ache when you get out of the gym and go, oh, that was horrible, you'll actually feel a sense more of a sense of being alive. You'll think physically, I actually feel pretty amazing at the moment. So what I would say is absolutely get out there, find some form of exercise that you enjoy doing and do it on a regular basis, a minimum 3 times a week. Do some physical exercise. For those of you that are already doing 3 times a week, brilliant. Get out there and try some more. Try something new, try something different. Mix it up. Don't get bored in your exercise routine, right? I'll shut up about exercise now. I know that's a key thing for people. The next thing I really want to talk about for people is sleep. So great, you can go out there and you can be doing all this physical exercise, you can be eating well, but if you're not sleeping, guess what? You're not going to have enough physical energy. If you're waking up tired, where's your motivation? Where's your enthusiasm when you just think, oh, I really could just do with another couple of hours in bed? So 2 things you can choose to do here if you want to get more sleep. You've either got to go to bed earlier or you can get up later. Simple as that. And most people don't think about it. They think, oh, I'd love to get some more sleep. And that's as far as they go. But you can make a decision. Do I want to go to bed earlier? If so, what do I need to do? What do I need to arrange? What do I need to set in place to get to myself to bed half an hour earlier? If I want more time in the morning, actually, what can I do? Is there anything I can do that would give me a little bit of extra time in the morning? So up to you to find that out. But make sure that you're getting about 7 to 8 hours sleep kind of every single night. It really is essential. And if you can't do that, if it's for some reason you're having issues with sleeping at night, not getting enough, absolutely no reason why you can't take a nap when you need to. Now, might not be easy in the office just putting your head down there and having a quick kind of sleep, but yeah, maybe it's going out to your car and having 10 minutes, 15 minutes nap in your car. Kind of 20 minutes is the ideal recommended maximum nap time. After that, your body starts getting a bit too, slows down too much and you don't want to fall asleep in your car for 2 hours. So yeah, maybe just find somewhere you can get 20 minutes, set the timer on your phone or something like that. 20 minutes, quick nap, right, bang, I'm on it again. One of my favourite top tips here, and whilst I wouldn't generally recommend drinking lots of caffeine for your energy or artificial stimulants because you don't want to rely on them, you want to get your physical energy elsewhere. If you are really tired, have a cup of coffee, then take your 20-minute nap, and by the time that nap is kind of done, that 20 minutes, the caffeine will start to kick in, you'll feel refreshed from the sleep, bit of caffeine at the same time, and bang, you're kind of ready to go again. So absolutely, that's a great kind of top tip there for you. But do aim to get enough sleep, whether it's through having a nap, whether it's through getting a decent night's sleep, whatever it works for you. So that's it in terms of physical energy. It really is, if you want to be more successful in life, you're going to need to put energy into whatever you do. And there's some great top tips, and some may work for you, some of them you're already doing, which is brilliant. So just to review them, the 5 top things I'm going to say about energy is, first of all, is your nutrition. It's getting the right kind of types of food, eating sort of healthily, and water at the same time. So that's your first one. Number 2, get your oxygen. Get some enough air. That's what you really need. Number 3 is all about stretching. So make sure you do some stretches, move your body, and that'll allow your body to move with energy every single day. Number 4, exercise. Get out there, do some exercise. And number 5, to finish it all off, is make sure you're getting enough sleep. So thanks for watching. I hope you carry on watching this series. In the next one, after physical energy, we're talking about mental energy because, yeah, great physically, you can be alive and raring to go, but what about your brain? Is your brain feeling stressed, anxious, worried, confused, any of those kind of things? What you need then is to focus on how to improve your mental energy, which is in the next video. So I shall see you then. Take care. See you soon.